So yeah, but we have to let people hear us more better. That's what I'm saying. You have to just project.
Okay.
So, but if you want to have your conversation, you can take the mic to your side. So, we're already live, and wherever you're watching us from, you're watching from Tochi's platform on my platform. It's good to introduce oneself. All right. Kachi SJ, aka Dr. Poe. Most of you must have seen
The
me,
granddaddy.
must have done it, but I don't know. What's that?
The granddaddy now.
All right, and Tochi came to my space today, and I'm so excited to have him.
Hi everybody.
Uh,
I'm Uncle Tochukwu.
It's my celebrity crush. You know, when it
Ha.
comes to brand, I
Ha.
think oof, I don't know him. Like I should know him, but somehow I did not know him until after some time, right? And it was weird. You know,
Mona
I had to
blow.
literally scream when I discovered that I should know this guy. He came a point. You know, we have a lot of things in common. We have a lot of ideas. You know, most things we agree on. Other things we don't agree on might be based on food and relationship.
Mata. Don't worry, go come. That time. No, no, no,
All right, good to have you, Zotochi. Over to you. What's good?
I'm alright. As he said, I am Uncle Tochukwu. I am a brand strategist and brand identity designer. And in my spare time, I like to talk about anime. So I don't think
Anime. Yeah, that's a kind of movie, right?
You see, this is where we don't agree on. We can never agree on this. So yeah,
A kind of food.
The
anime?
Japanese anime. Cartoon.
Japanese movie.
Japanese cartoon.
Okay, that's anime. So other animes are not anime.
No, no, it's
Why is it called anime?
it's called anime because that's like play on words in Japanese, right? So, anime is Japanese style rendition of manga, and manga is Japanese style like cartoon. But yeah, so in my spare time, I do talk about anime, and I will show him a few so that next time he comes, he doesn't make the blunder of calling anime movie again. That was nice. That was nice.
You like the way that sounds.
That echo was nice. You guys will enjoy the echo, don't worry.
All right, so I think we'll just get right straight into it. There are a couple of stories, and I wanted to like talk about the fact that you've been creating content, and content has been the thing. Um, After Corona, you know, it's
Yeah.
been back to back. A lot of people have been
Content.
creating content,
Lamb.
and a lot of people overthink it, right? And I always say that it's just the way everybody gets to buy an Android phone or what do you call it, an iOS, and what they want to use it to do is to take pictures. And what are content? They can be in form of pictures, they can be in form of videos, they can be in form of audios. So basically, those things you go to the internet to watch. So we all are content creators in one way or the other, but it's just few people that are living off it. All right, and I think even if everybody become a content creator today, you still have your audience,
Yeah. Very true.
right? Because there are people that you like, there are people that Tochi like, I don't like Tochi like anime.
Yeah.
So there are things that Tochi like I will not like. There are things that I will like Tochi will not like. So I think we'll still all have everyone. So what do you have to tell, say to people, especially creatives, about creating content and putting themselves or putting their work out there? Because I think it's something that a lot of people have been struggling with, but thank God for people like Tochi that have been trying to encourage us
I beg
to
you.
do more.
I know do. I know do. So I'm going to start like personally for me, creating content has been a personal struggle because one of the big reasons that creating content was initially something that I had to do intentionally was number one, I'm not a very outgoing person, and I have actually noticed that a lot of creatives are introverted. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there are a lot of people that don't understand how creating content goes, and I was one of them for a very long time. I tried my best to do all these dancing TikTok videos. And,
Yeah, you dance?
no, I did not dance. So you know, grimy. Oh, I tried my best, but it just didn't come out naturally because I'm not that kind of person at all. So creating content is first being comfortable in your own skin, like be yourself. If you want to talk about something, then talk about that thing. Don't care if it's going to like go viral. I think this viral mentality is what makes content so hard. Stop trying to go viral. Content creation is you're in front of a mic and I'm talking about content creation. That is content creation. You're waking up in the morning, you're frying akara. That's content. You are talking about a cat that passed you. Like the other time you're recording and chicken passed. That was content, have you? So content is it's not something you should overthink, and I'm saying it like it's easy. It's not easy to not overthink content, but whenever you are in a stitch and you don't know what next to do, just switch on your camera and record yourself expanding your nose.
Yeah, I like
Record.
that. I think Ayomide might be watching this. Ayomide, this part is for you. I will explain
Yes.
later, okay?
So yeah, that's just be yourself, be comfortable in your own skin, and the moment you start genuinely, okay, this happened to me as in April of this year. I decided to take my Instagram very seriously. I decided to put out my knowledge and try as much as I can to help people with the things I know and I'm learning online. But I had a big problem. The whole whenever once you log on Instagram, there are so many gurus. Everybody's telling you what to do about
Yeah,
Instagram,
yeah.
how do I grow on Instagram, blah 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 blah. There's so much noise. So I got confused. I started doing everything. I started, trying to get the trending audio and trying to make carousels and just being everywhere at the same time. I was on Twitter for a very long while doing spaces, but I couldn't really figure out what I was doing because it was hard. Every day I woke up and I was like, God, content, Jesus Christ, content. I don't tire. This content is not for me. But I think one day, and not everybody has an epiphany like this. I'm pretty smart, but one day I had.
He's proud.
I am very proud. I'm a very proud person. So people that know me know how proud I am.
God help you.
Well, one day I had an epiphany. Like, just it was. I think I was scrolling through Instagram and I was enjoying myself. I was not trying to create content. I was just scrolling and engaging and hey, this is nice. Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's just. And as I was done, I left my phone for a few minutes or I think an hour or something. I came back and I saw this person followed you, this person commented on your post, this person liked your post, and all the content I put up there, people were engaging with it. Why? Because I wasn't really trying to get them to engage. I was just like engaging with what they made. I was just having fun, like the way I would normally use Instagram if I was not a content creator and stuff. So that was my epiphany, and then I began to use Instagram like that. I just come online and do stuff I like. And sometimes I'll talk about other things that people like.
Yeah.
And eventually, I started to understand that creating content is fun if you're not trying to create content. It's
Yeah.
funner when, and forgive my English, but it's fun when you intentionally, unintentionally create stuff. So
Yeah.
you're trying to do it, but you're not really trying to do it. So that's what I believe on.
And like the beauty of it is when it comes spontaneous, like when you have situations where this were not planned, and most content that actually go viral were content
Very
that people
unplanned.
didn't plan to do. It might just be we having this conversation and never takes time. It might actually
Don't jinx
it might actually go that way. So what do you think that makes a good creative?
A good creative.
Yeah, like actually it's a conversation we wanted to have, but maybe let me give you a little bit of background to that. So but everybody have something to say about this. This is our opinion, right? And you can also suggest in the comment section and say this is what makes a good creative, but we're going to be having a conversation and this is what we think makes a good creative based on our experience, based on the things we've heard, basically based on our experience. So like, what do you think makes a good creative? Because I think I have just a few things to talk about. Like I wanted to make a video the other time to talk about this, but I will say the topic so that you still go and watch it.
Me, shocked damn. Never see.
So-
See a good creative.
Come
What makes a
on
good
here.
creative? Dr. Poe.
So what makes a good creative, like a good creative person?
Okay. What makes a good creative person? First, like a very sexy voice. That's like the
Can
number
you-
one thing. You have to have a sexy voice. If you don't have a sexy voice, come over. I can teach you how to be sexy. But what makes a good creative? I'd say there are three things, and I just recently like put them into three things like previously in this house. So that's why I say Dr. Poe is one of the things that makes a good creative. But there are three things that make a good creative. Number one is the love of learning. You have to love to learn new things. You have to want to learn new things, because without like knowing new things over and over again, you just stay stagnant. You never learn. So creativity is all about creating stuff from scratch. But we're not really creating from scratch. We're taking what other people have done and interpreting it in our own, like with our own ideologies. Then, when you have learned how to learn, because there's a way to learn how to learn, but the next thing is to learn how to fail. Failure is the number one friend of any creative. If you're not scared to fail, and if you're not scared to try new things, and the sky is your limit. Like that's all I have to say. You just have to fail enough to know when not to fail, or not like to know how not to fail. Sorry.
Yeah.
And the third thing is you need to be very interested in, what's the third thing again?
Perhaps
I think-
learning things that are not within your circle.
Exactly,
Learning
but still part
wide.
of that's still part of learning. I had like three very like core things. Like
What's the
one
third
is learning, the second is learning to fail, and I'd say when the third one hits me, like when I remember the third one, I would like spit it out.
All right. Like you said, the first one. I think I've had that. Like I told you earlier that I feel whenever I'm learning, or whenever I'm trying to do stuff, you keep on interrupting in my mind. Like, you keep stealing my ideas. So I've made a content for learning. I think yeah, that was the last thing I spoke about on Instagram.
Let's check now.
You can check where I said there's always something to learn as a creative
Okay, yes.
every
yes,
time
I
and
think I
every
do
day.
remember.
And the truth of the matter is that whenever you are scared of learning new things, just a few things happen. Is either you really don't want to see yourself failing,
Yeah.
right? And there's this thing that comes with you learning something new. Know that it is something new. Before you even started using the software you are using right now, there was a time you didn't know anything about it. So that same energy you approached it with, energy of a baby, like, you know, a tabla rasa kind of vibe. You know,
What is
there's
that?
nothing. there's
What is
there's
tabula
nothing
rasa?
here. Yeah, like a newborn baby. Yeah,
Oh.
you have to empty yourself of your ego, of your pride, whatever it is. Doesn't matter if how many persons that must have done it before or something like that, or you are seeing, a lot of persons making progress in that direction, and you think that you are not going to catch up, right? Another thing I discovered that happens to creatives a lot. I think I heard you talk about that. I know it happens to me too. I don't know about you. Where you see people doing stuff, right? You really want to learn that stuff, but you are thinking about time.
Ah, yes.
Okay, when will I even learn it
Have
to be
time
this
to-
good?
Yeah.
Right.
Actually.
So another question is another thing that happens is you now you are now using time as an excuse, and then within that same period of time, if you had
If you have
invested
tried,
that
you'd
time,
have gotten
you
somewhere.
would have
at
gotten
some point.
somewhere. And the truth is that this is what you are seeing. You don't know how this person got to that point.
Exactly.
Was it you are discussing about the true and what is truth?
Yes.
Right? There are some
Yesterday
things
night.
that you see in the optics. This is what it is. So there are some people that must have tried to use Photoshop for the first time, and they watched a tutorial and they did exactly what's in the tutorial, and they posted their work. Right? That doesn't mean that they are pro.
They are pros. Think about that. That like think.
That doesn't mean that they are
Is
pro.
it-
They just watch the tutorial. If you give the person that same project to interpret in a
by
different
itself,
way,
yeah.
there's going to be a problem. So that idea of, oh, this person have gone far, oh, when will I even catch up? You will always catch up.
Hey. Hey.
No.
Are you guys?
You have to remove this. No, so the situation of learning new things, you mentioned failing. I want to add failing forward. Yeah, because
yes. I
if
think
you
that was what it was.
Yeah. If you want to fail, it's better to fail for. So you're actually learning what not to do, as well as learning what to do. So fear of failure, failure on its own is a tool, is a tool for a lot of things, for growth, for success, for, and when we talk about it, people say, motivational speaker, motivation, and but that's why you have not grown.
That's why I haven't
Because
grown.
you think somebody is trying to ginger you, trying to, but the truth is that, see, by the end of the day, everybody has a story to tell. Even a failure, a person that you think is a failure has a story to tell. He has something he has learned from failure. If you were scammed many years ago with maybe Ponzi and all that, right? That's failure.
Exactly.
But now, even if you want to join another one, there are critical questions you are asking.
Go look at.
Do you understand? There are some very critical questions you are asking. So instead of failing, the problem is not failing. The problem is, what did you pick up while you were standing up?
Ash. Oh my god.
What's that?
Oh, this one hits
So,
me.
so you're now failing, and you're not failing for, you're now falling yakata for ground just like that. That is where the problem is.
That was key.
So what is the third one? You've not still remembered it. Too much food.
It's not food. It's project for my head.
You see, people that have clients, God help us.
No be clients. The project now how to get clients. I want make portfolio.
So, yes, and we talked about passion and money. All right, and this is where the business of design comes in. And there's a lot of conversation that have gone around this from senior friends, from even a lot of people coming up. And there's an event like we're working on for September. And depending on when you're watching this video, the event must have passed.
And I never see.
So the idea here is, can we be able to educate our creatives to understand that this is a passion God gave to them, or this is a purpose they are finding, they are loving what they're doing, which is very important because it keeps you alive, it keeps you pushing. But then again, you have to take it a step further to understand that you are creating for businesses. So for you to get the best as a creative from creative for businesses, you also have to understand that you are also a business. So what's your take on that? Passion or money?
Passion or money?
Creativity and business.
Passion or money? Go for money, guys. Go for the money. Passion or money? Here's the thing. Chase your passion enough, but you have happiness. That's the truth. You have happiness. You'll be joyful. You wake up every day with a purpose for the day.
Yeah.
But you might not always have money if you chase your passion. So you have to be ready for that. You have to be ready to. Here's the thing about chasing your passion, but you might get, if you're charismatic enough, or if you play your cards right, or if you just have a stroke of luck, sir, you might actually be able to build a certain level of resonance with people that you become maybe a celebrity, or people just love your work, or you can actually start a profession from that. But if you're trying to be practical here, if you're starting a business for money, you're going to take it more seriously.
Yeah.
Because you're going to invest, you're going to start thinking about everything as an investment. For a passion, you're learning for yourself. You're learning to just have fun. For a business, you're learning for others. You're trying to offer value.
Okay.
Right? And that builds you over time. That makes you a better person in the long run. It's why people say there's difference between art and design, right? Art is like selfish and design is for everybody.
Yeah.
And design tries to help people.
Yeah.
Passion is a very selfish motivator because it's you-centric. It's about you. And that's not a bad thing. Everybody should have that thing that makes them happy. But when it comes to money, that's the thing people don't get though. Money is them-centric. It's what can I offer people that they want to exchange for, except you're a G-boy or you're a Yahoo. Which is where you're exchanging something that doesn't really exist. I'm very vocal about this, so maybe they might want to. But
not on my podcast.
Okay. A lot of things were said that made Dr. Po to have to leave his chair. So in the intermittent time, please do enjoy this video of a cat eating a mouse.
Sorry, guys. This guy is crazy.
Don't worry, I'm trying my best to be as civil as possible. I once lost
You
a
said
client
you enjoy a video of a cat.
eating a mouse.
Why?
It's the law of nature. It teaches me about many things. When you see a cat eating a mouse, but what it does for you is it releases something in your brain called serotonin,
Okay.
the chemical of happiness that you release when you see a baby, but, and that makes you happy. Think
Wow.
about it. Think about it. So yes, on the topic of passion or money, I would say choose both.
Okay.
Right? Whatever makes you happy, try and make it something that gives you money. And to do that, you need to learn systems. You need to learn business models. You need to learn marketing. You need to learn sales. You need to learn communication.
Yeah.
It's not just learning the what do you call this thing? The rule of thirds, or learning about the golden ratio. It's also learning the business part of it,
Yeah.
marketing, like what we're doing.
Yeah.
And if you ask Dr. Poe, what's the biggest thing that has changed your business in 5 seconds?
Business.
Did you get that? Right? The biggest thing that changed his business is business.
Yeah. Basically, let me just buttress that. Being able to tell people what I do and how it's going to help them convert their whatever it is solution they have to money. Because that's the only way you are going to get money or get more money. So, and it takes a lot, but not so much. It's just a few discipline here and there, determination to be able to study beyond your. I wanted to talk about that. Study beyond your like golden ratio, your color psychology, your typography. Clients don't care about how you get that done, right? So, are you able to tell them that this design or this creative product is not an additional cost? It's an investment.
Exactly.
It might not pay you today, but you're actually building a brand, or more or less a face or an impression to people that this brand is actually serious. You know, what again are you saying? Are you trying to also help them solve other business related problems? Because you're a marketer as well, but your aspect of marketing is where it has to do with the people, front facing, graphics, visuals, trying to convince people with your story. You know, those days, to be honest, I was a victim. And I know a lot of people are victims of this. When I ask clients what they want to go on their flyer, they give me what they want to go on their flyer. But because I don't understand that, I'm also a business person. My job is also to make sure that, look, while this is good, this is not important, this is not important. Can we do it this way? Can we go in this direction? Who are your target audience? Because you might just say, oh, I sell perfume, oil perfume, and all that. That's just regular. Okay, that's just regular. But if that will also expose you to the world of content creation, because this is where that flyer, you are now going to do less by doing more.
Yeah.
So you're no longer telling people, oh, we are selling perfume, come and buy. You are creating a scenario for each of the possible users. So you might as well end up doing 6 flyers and charging for 6.
Exactly.
This sees it as an investment. But when you end up as give me content, let me put it there. You are just still playing at the level of passion.
Yeah.
Right? But when you probe into, okay, who are the people that will use this perfume? Should we go this direction? Should we go this direction? What do we tell them apart from come and buy perfume? Our perfume is original. Obviously, if your perfume is not original, why will you buy the perfume is not original? So yeah, I think that's it for me. That's it for me. Yeah.
Actually, so those were a very key insight. This is why we call him the Dr. Poe, because he's literally a doctor and a designer, and he's an amazing person. And see the truth, even as at January this year, to be very honest with you, I had serious problems with. I came into the ending of last year was a very good time for me. I was in school, I was on a run, I was getting client after client after client after client. I didn't know why, but it was, as I'm done with one, a referral, done with the next, a referral. So It was just like I was on a roll, right? I was like doing really well. But then it stopped, dried up, nothing for like months. And that was from around June to September. I was like getting good clients. October was a bit dry. November, December was like
Popcorn.
just nothing. There was nothing. Like it was so bad. I was just lucky because I had done other work that was not design related, right? But for design, it was nothing. So I went to January with one goal. See, this year I will learn marketing and sales. That's it. Not see.
Give me a second.
There's nothing that will not make me to learn marketing and sales, man. That was it for me. And the moment I did that, I started with that's why I started with Instagram. I started like on Instagram trying to grow my followership and stuff. And then I started getting DMs. My second DM was an actual job. That was like my second DM on Instagram. I was lucky. I will say I was lucky. I didn't do much. It was kind of like a referral. I was that was like my highest paying client ever in my life. And that's when I had the realization if more people started to focus on the things that matter, like marketing, sales, and all these, then you stop struggling with all these low paying clients that will stress you. Honestly, like think about it like deeply. Your passion is nice. It's good to have passion. That's all right. But without business, your passion is just you're going to be like, have you heard of the theory of the broke artist? That's the poor artist. You're like, no, like this is me being very honestly raw. You see, you don't want to be broke. You want to have money, but you want to have money doing what you love. But to do that, see, it's only for the startup. Like right now, I'm a startup designer. For the first time in my life, I feel like there's hope for me. I will blow like Dr. Pope. I have hope now. I'm very sure now. But do you know why? Because I understand that it's just for now. It's only now you need to know about marketing. It's only now you need to know about sales so that you can start getting that first influx of good clients that are going to make you to be able to hire out and scale. So to scale, you need to start hiring people that will do your finances for you, your marketing. But for now, you need to know it. And this is one of the ways to market. Camera, TikTok, Instagram. It's not that hard. Just come online and teach people how design helps them and the steps they can take to be better. So yeah, that's basically that for passion and money. Chase both and you'll be better for it. Just learn good like stuff on the way, like marketing and sales and stuff. So yeah. Right.
So much wisdom, like right here, and I really appreciate that because, like, you guys are so smart. I mean, so yeah, I honestly think that you know, I'm grateful to internet
Yeah.
because people have gone this path, you know, and they documented it,
Exactly.
and we are hearing it, and we are here today, you know, trying to talk about it even more. So for things that work, you always hear it repeatedly. For things that don't work,
Don't worry.
do you, do you understand?